This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Blues of St. Louis. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. Set.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
7 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Striker, 3-3.
First down, Young. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Young quickly to the flat. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Young. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a 1st down.
Young now from the 50. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Young. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Ready.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Greedy Williams on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw complete to Chark. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And Young's throw there incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 8 and a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Richardson to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Richardson working from the gun. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Again, it's Richardson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Richardson looking to throw this. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nakobe Dean in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd down and very long. Third and long for Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Young now. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 inches
at their 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 3. To throw, Young. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. It's caught by Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Drill 52.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the set.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Richardson off the play fake. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. This is Smith with the ground. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way of taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to Taylor on first down. Powering forward, and he goes out right around the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And quickly they get to the line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a 2nd and 6. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. He had him there open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Young. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A great effort right from the snap there on the defensive side from Amari Barno.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Richardson. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth.
On the set.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ready?
Goes right back to Smith again. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6, sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Fight. 97. Hut.
Now Young running the option left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Set.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready.
Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Blues are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
First and 10, Taylor now. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now it's Richardson. A quick throw there is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Richardson going to change the play here. Now Richardson to throw on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Let's go now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Yellow.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Drill green.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get at the 37-yard line.
We have seen.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Black Ultra. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young. He's got Smith here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's 1st down. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Ready?
Now Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd down. Young. And his throw is incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Young. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? There's another field goal the other way. That does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Richardson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Again, it's Taylor. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And got the jumbo set out there. A huge play in this overtime session. It's 3rd and inches.
QB sneak, Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now.
Check,
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Taylor. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly